internet culture.
Long before the internet, people gathered around campfires to tell stories. Some were true, some were exaggerated, some were completely invented, yet they all served a purpose. They explained the unknown, warned against danger, or reinforced the values of a community. These stories became folklore, not because they were factual, but because people believed them, repeated them, and passed them on. Today, the campfire has been replaced by glowing screens. Every scroll through social media, every viral post, every meme, every conspiracy theory, every AI-generated image, every urban legend circulating on TikTok or Reddit contributes to something remarkably similar. We are creating a new kind of folklore, not through oral tradition, but through algorithms. This is digital folklore. Unlike traditional folklore, digital folklore evolves at extraordinary speed. A rumor can travel across continents in minutes. A joke born from a random tweet can become global culture overnight. An edited image can reshape public opinion before anyone has time to question its authenticity. The internet doesn't simply spread information. It manufactures mythology. Think about how often you've encountered a story online that sounded plausible enough to believe without verification. Perhaps it claimed that a celebrity secretly did something shocking. Maybe it promised an unbelievable historical fact or presented a mysterious photograph with an incredible explanation. Many of these stories collapse under scrutiny, yet millions remember them as true. Our brains are remarkably efficient, but they're also deeply vulnerable to repetition. Psychologists call this the illusory truth effect. The more often we hear something, the more familiar it becomes. Familiarity slowly transforms into credibility. The internet has perfected this phenomenon. Algorithms don't prioritize truth. They prioritize engagement. A calm correction rarely spreads as fast as an outrageous claim. Nuance doesn't generate as many clicks as certainty. Complexity loses to simplicity. And because the platforms reward attention above all else, the most emotionally charged stories naturally rise to the surface. Fear spreads, outrage spreads, mystery spreads, wonder spreads, truth simply competes. Memes offer another fascinating example of digital folklore. At first glance they're just jokes. A funny image, a clever caption, something to make us laugh during lunch. But memes are cultural shorthand. They compress complicated ideas into symbols everyone instantly recognizes. Over time, they shape how entire generations interpret politics, relationships, economics, history, and identity. A meme isn't merely entertainment. It's a tiny piece of collective storytelling. The same applies to internet slang. Words like NPC, doom scrolling, brain rot, or main character didn't emerge from dictionaries. They emerged from communities trying to describe experiences unique to digital life. Language evolves because culture evolves. The internet accelerates both. Even fictional characters can become digital folklore. People invent elaborate backstories for anonymous images. Random photographs become haunted legends. Video game glitches become ghost stories. Artificial intelligence creates faces of people who never existed, yet entire narratives emerge around them. The line between fiction and reality grows increasingly difficult to distinguish, not because we're less intelligent, but because our information environment has fundamentally changed. One of the most powerful aspects of folklore has always been emotional truth rather than factual truth. Take the legend of Icarus. Whether he literally flew too close to the sun isn't the point. The story communicates something deeper about ambition and arrogance. Digital folklore works in much the same way. Sometimes a viral story survives because it expresses how people feel, not because it accurately describes reality. This creates a strange paradox. People may reject factual evidence while embracing narratives that emotionally resonate with them. Emotion often outruns verification. That's not a failure of intelligence. It's a feature of human psychology. For thousands of years, humans survived by paying attention to emotionally significant stories. The digital world simply exploits instincts that evolved long before smartphones existed. Artificial intelligence introduces an entirely new chapter to this evolution. For the first time in history, stories can be generated faster than humans can consume them. Images can be fabricated with astonishing realism. Voices can be cloned. Videos can depict events that never occurred. Entire personalities can exist without a human behind them. As synthetic media becomes increasingly convincing, authenticity itself becomes difficult to measure. We're entering an era where seeing is no longer believing. Perhaps the greatest challenge isn't distinguishing truth from fiction. It's distinguishing authenticity from simulation. This changes our relationship with memory. When millions witness the same fabricated event, it can become part of collective memory despite never having happened. History no longer depends solely on what occurred. It increasingly depends on what was successfully shared. The internet seems to embody this concept perfectly. We don't merely experience events. We experience reactions to events. Commentary about commentary. Memes about headlines. Videos responding to videos responding to videos. Reality becomes laid beneath countless interpretations until the original event almost disappears. Sometimes the representation becomes more influential than the event itself. None of this means the internet is inherently harmful. Digital folklore also creates belonging. Communities form around shared jokes. People across continents discover common experiences through viral stories. Creative expression flourishes in ways unimaginable only a generation ago. Every generation creates folklore. We're simply witnessing its newest form. The question isn't whether digital folklore exists. It unquestionably does. The real question is whether we're conscious participants or passive consumers. Every share, every repost, every comment, every like contributes to the stories our society preserves. We're no longer just audiences. We're storytellers. The myths of previous centuries were carved into stone, written into books, and whispered across generations. Our myths travel through fiber optic cables, recommendation algorithms, and endless scrolling feeds. Future historians may study memes the way today's historians study ancient myths. Not because they're always true, but because they reveal what we believed, what we feared, what we laughed at, and ultimately, who we were. Perhaps reality has always been shaped as much by stories as by facts. The difference today is speed. The stories evolve faster, the myths spread farther, and for the first time in human history, nearly everyone on Earth has the power to create a legend with a single click. The next piece of digital folklore may already be appearing on someone's screen. The only question is, will we recognize it before it becomes part of reality?